Hey, my muchachos, what's going on? It's your boy over here. And yeah, guys, and I know I'm very late. Streaming again at night. I know it's very late doing that, but I hope you guys are having a good night. And yeah, I'm streaming late at night, 2 a.m. in the morning, which is very late. But eventually, I just don't want to leave you guys hanging. And the last time I streamed was a couple months ago anyway, so I feel like I want to stream. This is like a little mini stream, and don't mind what I'm watching. I'm watching TV. I'm watching TV. Don't worry. I got my partner in crime over here, a little furry friend over here. I got my partner in crime over here. Yeah, there he is, my partner in crime. And today in this stream, I eventually am going to show you guys this new Lego Star Wars set that I bought. Well, I didn't bought. I did, but I bought it like a month ago. So eventually, it's been sitting in my room collecting dust. So eventually, I decided, like, you know what, So I was like, you know what, why not have live stream building the new Lego Star Wars set that just came out today. No, anyway, showing you guys a bit, showing you guys a little bit of it. Oops, my mistake. Don't mind when I'm watching. I'm watching TV. This guy is reviewing. So eventually, yeah, guys. So honestly, I'm not gonna lie though. I mean, it's okay, but I wish maybe they can do better with the ship though. Right here, I wish they could do better with the ship though. The minifigures are all right though. Anyway, I mean the stormtroopers are okay, but the Death Troopers, look at those guys, are way awesome. I like the detail of it though, and it's so nice. But anyway, enough chit chatting. I'm gonna stream building this new like Star Wars set I bought a couple months ago. It's been sitting in my room collecting dust, so I just like, you know what? Why not? I live stream building it with one hand. Now unless I got a little, now unless I have a bit of support beam where you guys can watch me build it. I don't know if that's clear enough. I don't know. I don't think that's clear enough though. I figured something else. There. Came out. Now I'm gonna have to build it with one hand. What's wrong with me? Yeah, here are instructions over here though anyway. I I bought this set before though anyway. I bought three of them though anyway. I got three of these sets though anyway, so eventually I know how to build it. I'm gonna build it again. Probably with one hand, or not unless I gotta, not unless I get a bit of support beam. Eh? Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get a bit of support beam over here. I may have a hard time reading the chat though anyway, but hold on. I'm sorry. Trying to get a bit of support here. There we go. Okay. I know it's not the best, but this is really what I got. And just to show you guys, here's the new Star Wars set that just came out though anyway. I bought it though anyway. It's been sitting in my room collecting dust. But eventually I decided just why not just build, why not put a good use to it and just build it instead of having it sit in my room collecting dust. So I got, well, I built it, I built it, I built it before. This is the third one that I bought though anyway. So eventually I'm just gonna build it here on stream. Hope you guys are okay with it though. I know the quality and everything is not the best, but this is all I got. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm very tired. I'm very exhausted because I done a couple of because I bleh. I finished doing a couple of videos. I edited them. I edited and put it all together. I'm very tired. I'm very exhausted. So eventually, I just feel like I want to take a break from filming a little bit. And I hope some of you guys are okay. The new con, and I hope some of you guys are okay that I switch a bit of my content a little bit. I know not many of you guys were. I know not many of you guys. Some of you guys are not. There has been quite a few. There has been some of you guys are not okay with the change, but I decided to change a bit of my content though anyway. So, and please forgive me. I'm very tired. I'm exhausted. I'm live streaming late at night, so I will feel very tired and very exhausted. If I doze off, I'm sorry, guys. So, I'm sorry. I'm just tired, exhausted. I don't want to leave you guys hanging, so I just why not live stream a little bit. Me building this, me building Lego sets, the new Lego Star Wars sets that I have in my room, just sitting there collecting dust. I just why not put it a good use. Stream me talking to you guys, chatting with you guys. And I'm sorry if I cannot read the chat though anyway because I have my phone set up a little bit weird and I'm very sorry guys. I'm very sorry. I'll take a look at the chat here in a bit. Where is where is this body? Where is it? Ah, here we go. Ah, here we go. These are my favorite, the stormtroopers. No, not the stormtroopers, the death troopers. They look so well and nice. I know you guys can see though. There we go. Here are the death troopers. Look at that. Look how detailed that is. You can't argue with that. That is so nicely well done. Let me get a good angle here. I'm sorry. Hey, how you doing, buddy? But look at this death. You cannot lie. You cannot say no to that. Look how well nicely detailed it is. Look at that. That's so nicely done. I like that. Look at that. The helmet is so nicely detailed. Look at that. That is very, very beautiful. Ah, I'm probably my favorite minifigure of all time. The Death Troopers. My favorite minifigures of all time. The Death Troopers. Hang on. I'm trying to get a good angle. No, I'm afraid I was going to slip and fall. Yeah, it's already slowly falling. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get a good angle. I'm very sorry. Okay. Okay, then. Well, at least you guys can see my hands here. Me building the sets here. Me building the set and the ship. I'm very sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. It's not the best. I did what I'm terribly sorry that the quality and whatever I have set up here is not the best. Please forgive me, and I promise I'll do better. I promise. And I promise you guys that. Okay? Well, here are the minifigures right here. Here are the two Death Troopers and the two Stormtroopers. Night Troopers, to be honest. Here's two of the Death Troopers. My mistake. Here they are right here. The two Death Troopers right here. Honestly, one of my favorites, Stoner. These are honestly my favorite of all. These are honestly my my favorite minifigures of all. Look at that. Look how Lego designed their helmets. And also the torso leggings is so nicely well done. I'm not gonna lie. It's so nicely well done. And here are the night stormtroopers, so anyway. Here are the night stormtroopers here right here. Here's the original one. And here's this other version over here though, but the helmet is pink. But the helmet is gray though. This one's the plain old night stormtrooper. And also it comes with a face or texture right there. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, that is very nicely well done. Nicely well done. Okay, well now it's time to build the ship though anyway. And I'm not gonna lie, Lego could really they could have done better with the ship. I'm not gonna lie, they could have done better with it though anyway. They could have done a lot better. They could have done better than instead of a plain old box, instead of leaving it plain. They could have done better. They could have done better with it though anyway. There's that. They could have done better. Where is it? I'm sorry. Please forgive me though. I'm very tired and exhausted, but I decided to live stream. I decided I wanted to do a little mini stream of me building the Lego set that I bought months ago. It's been sitting in my room collecting dust, so why not put it in good use and just build it. Well, I'm terribly sorry, guys. Give me a moment. I'm trying to get like a good angle here where you guys can watch me build. Maybe here? No, that's a horrible angle. I think I know. It's just that I need to have it in a good angle where you guys can see me build. That's the thing. But I don't know if you guys can. Kind of worked. Let me move that a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That worked. That will work. That will work. There you go. Now you guys can watch me build. And here, interacting with you guys. And I know I'm terrible, and I'm very sorry if I cannot read through the chat. I'm very sorry, guys. I'm terribly, terribly sorry, though. Please forgive me. Please forgive your muchacho. Your muchacho over here. I'm sorry. All of you. All you got. All of you are my muchachos. We're a family here. Where's that one piece though? I'm trying to look for it though. No. It's supposed to be two of them. Oh, I'm blind. I'm blind as a bat. I'm blind as a bat. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I wish Lego could have done a lot better with it, but yeah, we'll do. I mean, what else can they do? I mean, what else? What do you expect from them? It's not the very first time they're a bit stingy about ships. I mean, don't get me wrong though. Don't get me wrong. They do have their moments of them making ships very, very nicely well done. But also they also have moments where it's just they have moments it's just eh. I mean, it's okay, but they could have done better. Honestly, they could have done a whole lot better than what they got. Could have done better. And I'm sorry, and I'm terribly sorry if I'm not reading through the chat, because because my setup is a bit weird, guys. Well, my setup I have is horrible. I'm sorry, so please forgive me, guys. I'm very sorry, guys. Forgive him, muchacho. Forgive me. I promise I'll do better. I promise. And also, I just want to remind you guys that hopes. Well, there has been so many of you guys who are not that appreciated. Well, I don't want to be rude, but I've been switching a bit of my content, and some of you guys are not happy about it though anyway, and I could fully understand that though anyway. Some of you guys are here just to watch my plush content, or just only there for the plush content that you guys, and all of a sudden I started posting, I started filming other videos other than a plush video. I can fully understand why so many guys are not happy about it, and I can understand that. I can't blame you guys, but eventually I just want to switch a bit of my content and do something else for a little bit. It's just for the time being. It's just for the moment though. For a bit. It's just for a little bit. Then eventually I'll go back doing my original content, but for the time being, I'm just switching up a little bit and see how it is. I just like to switch up things a little bit, and I hope some of you guys are okay with it. And I can fully understand why some of you guys are not, and I can understand why many of you guys are not okay with the change. I can fully understand that, and I can't blame you guys. I can't blame you. I respect that. I fully understand that. Where is this piece? I can fully understand that. Okay, here in a little bit, I'm just gonna build this one piece, and I'm gonna just read the chat a little bit. Give me a moment, guys. I'm sorry. Un momento. There we go. Here it is. Here's our little spaceship. There's our little shuttle over here, though. Not shuttle. There's that. Where's the other piece? There we go. Sorry if I'm not that, and I'm terribly sorry, and I'm terribly sorry if I'm not. I'm terribly sorry if I'm not talking that much. If I'm not that. Sorry if I'm not talking that much, guys. I'm very sorry. Here it is, halfway done. We're halfway done with this, though, anyway. Oh, okay, wait. Oh, okay, no. I done it late. Here it is. We're like halfway done with this, though, anyway. I built this before, though, anyway. I have 2 of them, though, anyway. So I'm just gonna chat with you guys here in a little bit. Don't mind me, I'm also watching TV, too, though, anyway, just for a little bit until I doze off. And yeah, guys, this set, I'm not gonna lie, this set, the new set they released, it's okay, though, anyway, but I wish they could do better with the shuttle, with the spaceship, with the ship. I wish they could do better. The minifigures are okay, except for the Death Troopers. They're 10 out of 10. Very nicely well done with the Death Troopers. Look at that. Especially, no, that though. Especially how well they detail their helmets. Look at that. Oops, sorry. If I can focus. There we go. Look at that. That's so nicely well done. So nicely well done. I'm just doing a little mini live stream of me building this spaceship, building the shuttle over here though anyway. But we're halfway done though anyway. And know that though. I don't know if you guys want me to. If you guys want me to build this older set that I got. Yeah, it's the Captain Rex the Y wing though anyway. Yeah, this set right here is very old. Well, I'm gonna consider old, but it's been like a couple months old though anyway, and eventually I saw it on the shelf though anyway, and I couldn't resist, so I bought it, and eventually I could fully understand why. I could fully understand that why so many people were not happy about it, because way back then, because if you guys remember way back then, Captain Rex over here though anyway, he used to be very, very rare, and eventually he's also the most expensive minifigure of all of the Lego Star Wars community, the most expensive one, because way back then he came through a couple sets way back then though anyway, and the last set and the very last set excuse me, the very last set that he came in was, I think it was a year. I kind of remember. I think a year or two though. Anyway, that was the very last set that he came. I think it was a year or two though. Anyway, but after that, he was very, very expensive. And now, here it is. Here's the new set of Captain Rex with the Y wing. With the Y wing. And not and I'm very sorry. I'm having a hard time speaking. What I was saying is, not too many people were happy about it though anyway, because eventually Rex, and there has been a whole lot of people who are not too happy about it though, because way back then, this Rex minifigure used to cost $100, even valuable more than $100. But now he's on. But now since he's on this set, he's also from another set too, the Crash Shuttle. I'm sorry though, I'm just tired. But he also came in from another set though. Anyway, I don't want to pronounce or say it though, because eventually I'm horrible saying that though. Anyway, yeah, but eventually this set was a downfall plank, and not too many people were happy about it though anyway, because eventually here he is. They released Captain Rex. He used to be very valuable. He's worth he was a fortune way back then, but now there's there's no demand about him either because he's not valuable no more. Because here he is on another. Here he is with this set and another set. So eventually, he's not that valuable anymore. Captain Rex is no longer that valuable. I do have the rare one though. Anyway, I do have the other rare version of him though. Anyway, he's in my room though. Anyway, but other than that, I can fully understand why so many people were not happy. I can fully understand why so many people were not happy that Captain Rex was no, he's not that viable no more. I mean, way back then he was, but now he's not. He's not that much of a demand or that much valuable no more because eventually he's. Way back then he was very expensive, but now nowadays he's worth worth a couple dollars. But way back then he was a fortune. Now nowadays there's not that much of a demand. There's not that much of a demand of getting him because eventually you can just find him on store shelves just for a couple dollars and boom, right, and boom, you already got him. So eventually there's not that much of a demand. There's not that much of a demand of Captain Rex no more. But anyway, I'm losing track. I'm sorry guys. I'm horrible in my speaking. The way I speak is horrible and I stutter a lot when I speak. I'm sorry. I need to learn English. I mean, I know how to speak English. It's just eventually how I say it and how I pronounce it doesn't come out right. I'm sorry guys. I'll do better. I'll do better. I promise. I'm terribly sorry. Forgive a muchacho. If you want to. I'm sorry. But yeah, let's go back and finish this shutter. Let's go back finish this set right here. We're like halfway done. So eventually I'm just gonna focus on building. So I'm gonna focus on building this and get it done. So, can you imagine if I speed run building this? Can you imagine I speed run building this? That'd be that'd be crazy if I speed run building this without looking at the instructions. Hey, that'd be nice. Just challenge myself speed running without speed running building sets without looking at the instructions and build it without looking at the instructions and see how fast I can build it. That's incredible. That'd be pretty interesting. There. I think I did it wrong. Don't know. And I'm very sorry if I'm not that. I'm very sorry if I'm not talking that much. If I'm not talking that much, I'm very sorry, guys. Oh no, that's wrong. It goes here. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's where I was supposed to go. My mistake, I'm sorry. How y'all doing? Hope you guys having a good night. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by, even just for a little bit. Thank you, I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. I'm a little boy like candy. That can't be right. Really it is. Oh no. Oh no, I messed up. Hold on, I have to go back in and look at it again. Oh yeah, I messed up. I messed up bad. There we go. I was gonna say though, I know it's like, if I can remember, I don't think that's how it's supposed to go. There we go. That's how it's supposed to go. I looked at it wrong though, anyway, but I fixed it. I figured it out. I figured it out. There we go. Now it goes that way. There we go. Great. Now these pieces. These actually hurt my finger when I do it. Because sometimes for them to fit, you gotta put pressure. You gotta put a little bit of pressure on it for them to fit. For it to go in. I think these are the same. Hang on. Yeah, they're the same. Now it's for the little wings. The wings are the same, if I can remember. Yeah, the wings are the exact same thing. This won't take long for me to build it. Oops, wrong one. Hope you guys having a good night. I know I'm streaming it very late, and I'm very sorry. But I'm sorry if I'm not reading the chat. I'm very sorry, guys. Just focus on building this. Just focus on building this. How many are there? 4. Okay, perfect. Now I just put them together. Now I just put these little pieces together. See, the one thing about it though with Lego, yeah, when you finish building the set, they always come with a few extra pieces, which I can't blame them. They just want to make sure that all the pieces are in there. I can't blame them. Fair enough and all that. This, it's okay. Again, they could have done better with they could have done better with the ship right here. They could have done a whole lot better with the ship, though. In a way, they could have done a whole lot better. Here it is, right here. There. Here's the night ship for the night troopers, though. In a way, it is right here, though. Yep, fully finished it, and that only took like 20. And then what? That only took me like 10 or 15 minutes for me to build it. I built it before, but yeah, there it is. Here's all the small extra pieces right here that Lego likes. Lego has a bit of a habit putting extra few pieces. Yep, here it is. Here's the spaceship. No, here's the shuttle. There's the little shuttle right here. I wish, again, they could have done better instead of doing them like that. They could have done better. And of course, here are the minifigures right here. There's the Plano Night Trooper. There's a second version of it though anyway, but there's the second version though. The second version of it though anyway, but the difference is that the helmet is gray, and a bit of his chest and a bit of the chest plate is a bit different. And here are my favorite of all. The Death Troopers. Look at that. They're so beautiful. Lego did a nice job of customizing these. They're so nicely well done. I never watched the Ahsoka episode though. I know they're from the Ahsoka. I know this is from the Ahsoka. I know that. I haven't watched it at all though anyway. I haven't seen it or watched it. I haven't watched it or seen it though anyway. But yeah, guys, here the beautiful minifigures right here, and the boring old little spacecraft. And again, I could have done better. So let's just set that aside along with these though anyway. Well, I still have a bit of time though anyway, so why not I build this to them. Here it is. Captain Rex with this Y wing right here though anyway. Yeah. This is from the Clone Wars. I remember that from season 7. From season episode where him and Ahsoka escaped though anyway. I don't want to spoil it though anyway. I seen it too though anyway. I watched it though anyway. And I seen it. Hang on. Let's set this right here though anyway. Trying to open the box. There we go. Okay, now this part could be a bit difficult right here though, because eventually, the way how I have my phone, the way I have it angled, it's not really the best. I'm very sorry, guys. I'm deeply, deeply sorry about it. So, here it is right here. Honestly, this could have been my very first time building this, because this is honestly this would be the very first time of me building it, because I saw it on the store shelves, I saw it on the store, and I didn't bother on building it, but eventually I couldn't resist myself, and I just bought it I bought it because Captain Rex is in there, so eventually I bought it, and I have it sitting in my room collecting dust. So eventually, went out and put it in a good use and build it. Put it in a good use and build it. So I'm just gonna set these pieces here to a side. Set that right there, though. Anyway. Now I'll try to see. Well, this could be difficult because eventually. Actually, this would be nice and well done. Yeah, I'm just gonna set this here for a bit. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. I know it's not the best, but I'll try. Alright, here we go. Woo! Sure, extra few pieces. I know what I have. My setup is horrible. I'm sorry. I like to deeply apologize. Hang on just a moment. Let me see if I can figure something out to make it a bit better instead of the way how I said it. Just a moment. Sorry. I could use this. I could try to use this to see if it fits. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Somewhat okay. It's somewhat okay. And hopefully it's okay. And I'm sorry if it's not the best. Very sorry. But anyway, let's build our boy, our favorite trooper, our boy, Captain Rex. Hold on. Oh, hang on. I know he comes. I know he comes with this little press chest thing. Oh, that is so nicely done. Look at that. That's all right. Okay, let's put it in. Come on. There we go. It's beautiful. There we go. There he is. Here's our boy. Everybody's favorite clone trooper of all. Favorite clone trooper of all, Captain Rex. There he is, right here. There's the official Captain Rex. I'm not gonna lie. Though. The design is okay though. Anyway, I like how they did. I like how well they did with the helmet. It looks alright though. Anyway, and again, Lego is very stingy with their printing, and also with their fabric though. Anyway, they're very stingy with it though. Anyway, and they're being a bit cocky with it though. Anyway, but it is what it is. Lego can. It's Lego. What else? What else you expect from? What else do you expect that's coming from Lego? What do you expect? What do you expect that's coming from them? Not really much from them. Okay, this will be my very first time building this, the Y wing. This will be my very first time me building this, so eventually I'm just gonna follow along with the instructions, because this is my very first time building it. Huh? Sorry. There we go. I was trying to find it. I was like, where did it go? I was trying to find the pieces for it. I was like, where did it go? Eh. Oh no. Eh. Here we go. Thank you for stopping by, even just for a little bit. Thank you. I know this is cringe. I know this is very cringy to most of you guys. I'm very sorry. I guess this is very cringy. I can understand that. A grown man playing with Lego. Although I'm not the very first one. Hey buddy, how you doing? How you doing, buddy? It's honestly my very first time building it. So eventually I'm not gonna be that fast. Like when I build this. Because I build it before and I build it numerous times, so eventually a few times, so eventually I'm going to be a bit slow building this. But it came with 99 pieces, so it's close enough to 100 pieces, which is not bad. Which is honestly not bad. Hope you guys are having a good night. I know I am. Crap! Get in there. There we go. Just gonna set this here for a bit. There we go. Nope, here it is. halfway done with this. Halfway done. Halfway. Getting there. So yeah, this is my first time building it though anyway, so eventually I'm gonna be a bit slow. I'm gonna be a bit slow building it though anyway, so please forgive me. I bought it though anyway just because, well, because Captain Rex is in there. So I bought it, and plus it only cost like $10. It was, well, eventually it cost like $9 and think like 99 or $98. Then like nine, I think it was, I know it's $9. I think it was 99 or 98 cents, but it cost me $10. Cost me $10 though anyway, which is not bad for a set like this. It's not bad for a price. I totally forgot. Plus tax. That's the reason why it costs $10, because plus tax. Plus tax. That's the reason why it costs $10. Can't forget about your tax. Can't forget about your taxes. I'm getting there. Halfway. Slowly halfway building it though anyway. Making progress. I feel like a child right now. I feel like back in my old way. I feel like I'm like a little child again. Me building. I have a habit of me building Legos. It's been a habit since I was a kid. I, I just I just love building with Thornwood. That's the reason why I don't know. I just like building the sets because it looks. Because eventually, I don't know. To me, it feels relaxing. I feel, I don't know. I feel so relaxed when I build Lego sets. I just felt so relaxed. I don't know. It was a habit. I don't know. It was a habit. It's a habit that I was doing when I was a kid. Oops. No! Okay, there we go. Hero. No! Oh no, the instructions. Don't fly away. I need you. I can't do. I don't know what to do without the sets. I don't know what I'm gonna do without the instructions. There's a manual I can look at. Well, I can go online. I can go to the Lego website and build it from there. Where's the? Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, here it is. This is the very. Oh, here it is. Halfway done. Right there. Halfway done. I think after me building this, and chatting with you guys for a little bit, I'm just gonna end the stream right there. It's just a bit of a short stream. Not like most of my other streams. Yeah. No, I'm wrong. This stream is a bit long. This stream is very long. Where do those go? Oh, okay. I see. I'm stupid. It's okay, we're all human. We're all humans. We all make mistakes. We treat each other right and respect each other right. We don't treat each other with violence, because most of the time, violence never, because doing things very violently really doesn't solve problems. If you're aggressive, very aggressive, or doing solving problems violently. Violence never solves problems, and it never ends, and really it never goes well, and it never, and most of the time it doesn't. It really doesn't end. It never ends well with other people when they try to solve it with violence. So there's a problem or solution. Don't be too aggressive, or don't solve it with violence, or don't solve it with violence, it because that never solves problems. Oh, that's a lot better. They should Lego should really go back doing this though in a way where eventually they already printed on the pieces though in a way instead of do it by stickers. They should really go back and doing that way back because if any of you guys remember if any of you guys remember way back then they used to do they always print the stickers on the set so eventually you don't have to put the sticker on yourself because it's already on the piece and you don't have to put and you don't have to put the sticker on it. Those are the old days. Those are the good old days. But now Lego doesn't do that no more, and now eventually we have, and now eventually we have to put, and now eventually we have to put the stickers on ourselves. Am I doing it right? Or oh, I am. I'm just looking at it wrong. I'm just being stupid. I'm just being stupid. Okay, so here's that. Now it's time to build. Now it's time to build the motors. The engines. Now it's time to build the engines. So instead of me doing building one, I'm just gonna build both. So that way I can have both of them done. Both pieces done. Oh no! There we go. Both of the pieces done. Instead of going back and forth and building all over again, I'm just build it. Ah! Sorry. Come on, get in there. There we go. Sorry if I'm not that very talkative. Sorry if I'm not talking that much. I'm very sorry, guys. I'm deeply sorry. Forgive a muchacho. I said, well, I don't know why I'm saying it because I repeated it numerous times, so I shouldn't say it again because I repeated it. I shouldn't say it again because I already said it numerous times. Oh, there's two of those. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. There we go. There we go. Halfway. Oh no, not these pieces. Okay. This little bluey thing goes in there. I hope I'm doing it right. Yeah. This bluey thing goes in there. This little guy goes in there too. Now I gotta repeat it. Oops. Crap. I'm sorry. I overreacted. Okay, there we go. That was completely unnecessary for me to overreact or something like that. There we go, halfway done. Just add these little guys in here. And there we go. Just put it in together. Ah, perfect. There we go. The Y wing. And it's done. Yeah, that was honestly my very first time building it. Honestly, it actually looks alright. This set looks alright though anyway. It looks okay with me though anyway. This actually looks alright though anyway. It doesn't look like it really doesn't look that well through the show. It doesn't look like the Y wing like for the show, but a little mini version of it, not bad, not bad. This looks okay. 10 I'll give it a sort of like, I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. It's not bad. It's alright. Well, here we go. I built all the sets though in a way. I built all the 2 sets. And surprisingly I did though in a way. Here's the newer set that I built. It's right there on the side. Here's the box of it though in a way. And here's the older version of it though in a way. It's a couple months older in a way, but I bought it just because Captain Rex is in there. So, what else? I bought that set because Captain Rex is here though anyway. Because Captain Rex was in there. Which, to be fair, I already have. Just to be honest, I already have him. Because, to be honest, I already have Captain Rex. I already got him. So eventually, this is my 3rd Captain Rex that I got. This is the 3rd Captain Rex I got. And I also have the rare version of it too though. Well, not the older version of it. His phase not the much older version, his phase 1, but the much older version of phase 2. That's the version I got. I got that version of it. So eventually this is my 3rd Captain Rex right here though anyway. This is the 3rd one I got. But yeah guys. Here are all the sets. Here's all the extra pieces right here. Hold on. Yeah. Can't forget about Rex's blasters. Can't forget about those. Can't forget about their weapons either, so I'm just gonna set these aside. Let's see. There we go. Oops, one more. Yeah, so we're just gonna set this aside. Here it is. There's the Y-Wing minifigure Captain Rex. He can actually get in. And he also get on the shuttle. Which is not bad. It's okay though anyway. It's not bad. It's okay though anyway to me. But eventually the minifigure Captain Rex, it's okay though anyway. I like it though anyway. I like how well they're done with his helmet. And also here's his face print right here. That's when he got his chip removed from season 7. That's when he got his chip removed from season 7 for the Clone Wars. I like that detail. I like when they add that when Ahsoka remove his chip. I like that. That is very nicely well done. I like that. I like when they add that feature. It looks alright. Yeah, guys. Let me set this back here. So, there we go. My boy, Captain Rex. With his blaster pistols, right there. And now he's ready for blast off. My boy Rex is ready to go. Whew. 10 out of 10. That's very cringe. And here's this one. And here's the night ship too though. Honestly, again, they could have done better. leaving it like that. Like it looks like a plain old box, but you know it's Legos. They can be stingy with their set. They can be stingy with their spacecrafts. They can be a bit stingy. They can be a bit lazy with it though. But it is what it is. And of course, cannot forget about the minifigures. Here's the here's the original Night Trooper. The Night Trooper here. This facial print with his facial print. Oops. The second one. And here's the second one. It's pretty much the exact same thing as the normal one though anyway, but it's just eventually the different the difference the difference between it is because of the color of the helmet and the chest and the texture of the chest plate though anyway. And also face print, same thing though. The difference is the helmet and the chest. And my favorite minifigure of all, the Death Troopers. Look at that. So nicely, very nicely well detailed. Look at that. I love how well Lego designed their helmet. That is so nicely well done. I like when that I like when they add a bit of gold on the helmet. That's so nicely well done. If it can focus, there we go. Ah, that is so nicely well done. That is so cool. I like it when they I like when they put designs on the helmets, on the Death Trooper helmets. Honestly, by far my favorite minifigure of all. And also, here's the second one. There's also two of them. This makes it 10 times better. But yeah, guys. Anyway, that's all. That is all for the stream today. And I know it's not that exciting, so eventually I just decided to build the two sets that I bought. I just had it sit in my room collecting dust. So eventually, yeah, here are the minifigures. But no, here's the two sets that I bought. It's been sitting in my room and collecting dust. So eventually, I just decided, you know what, why not put a good use, build it, and put it somewhere in my room, and I'll put it somewhere on my shelf. Cause I'm not gonna lie, my shelf is full of Lego sets, mainly Lego Star Wars, mainly Star Wars. It's full, but I'll make some room though. But yeah, guys, here it is. Here are the two mini sets that I built on the stream. And yeah, guys, that's it for today. I hope you guys hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys enjoy the stream. If you do, make sure give this live streams give this live stream some thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel. It's totally free. When was the last time I said that? But it's totally free. You guys take care. Have a good night.